Let's talk about pageantry, because what you're saying really makes perfect sense. Tapos, you're thrown in with a bunch of women who also have a good head on their shoulder.
Yes.
Whether we admit it or not, egos are gonna fly.
Oh, yeah.
It's there. Andyan na yung fake friends, andyan na yung fair-weathered friends, andyan na yung spying friends. It's like a reality show. How do you stay grounded when you're amongst them? And how do you stay true to yourself? Feeling ko para akong host. Para ako si Steve Harvey na nagtatanong. No, but it's an honest question.
I think for me, what I do is just regardless of who or what they've done, I always just treat them nicely, and I always treat them with kindness. And that's something that I really emphasize on, is that every room that I step into, I just want to exude like great energy, because it goes back to when I was younger, and I always just felt so like, oh, there's something wrong. But now that I'm older and I've like gone past that, and just, like I've just grown out of it. Yes. And now, like, no matter what, even though, okay, let's say I walk into a room and it's just dead, like, I'll do whatever I can to be like, okay, saya tayo, let's go do something. Let's have fun.
Right.
Because I also feel like life is so short, and too short to be angry at the world. And
that's true, huh?
Yeah.
So 3 pageants, modeling, how did that start naman?
Because of pageantry. And so I was able to make a lot of connections, and then my mom was constantly seeing like castings sa online po, or on Instagram.
So she's helping you with those things.
Oh,
no?
yes.
Can you imagine, di ba? While other kids have it differently, like yung parents sila are so discouraging.
Yeah, and they feel like they have to deal with everything on their own. I have my mom. She's literally like my backbone. She helps me organize everything, because it is chaotic.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like, you could see the paper. Like,
she drove you here also.
She also drove me here because I don't have a license. So I'm stuck with her.
You don't have a license?
Not yet.
Why?
Well, my
yan
mom...
yan muna pag-usapan natin, because kids now, di ba Arlene, kids nowadays, ayaw mag-drive.
Well, no.
There's so much accessible transportation.
Well, yeah.
Well, she's also my personal Uber, so...
Pero buti lang to si Kaylan, he drives.
No, that's very good, as you should. I need to get on that. I'm literally gonna be 20 this year, and I don't have my license.
So why, but bago tayo bumalik sa modeling, yan muna driving ang pag-usapan natin.
It's just never been a priority.
Can I put something in your head that may change the mindset?
Oh, yes, because I mean, I'm already planning on taking it soon.
If something happens to your mom, and it's just both of you, as it always is, the way I see it,
yeah,
you might end up killing your mom. That's a fact. I'm just saying it, ha?
I don't know.
Kasi may mga pamangkin ako na yun na sinasabi ko sa kanila, learn how to drive. Because when it's you and your dad, and something happens to your dad on the street,
then
it gets very, very messy if you don't know how to drive.
That's the thing, is that I do know how to drive.
She does.
I do. I've driven her a couple of times. She might have gotten scared, like... she might have gotten a little scared, but who doesn't get scared?
Ayaw mo lang mag-test.
No, it's not
I
that.
don't think it was that. I think it was just she just got busy with the schedule for the pageant, and then...
I genuinely did get busy. Kasi I was the one that's like, hey, let's go to the DMV so I can...
Susunod, pagkatapos ng pageant, babalik ka rito at siguraduhin mo yung driver's license.
I'll take my...
Kuya Paco, here's my driver's license.
I'm officially licensed.
Okay, now let's go back to modeling. So finally, eto na. What was your first modeling stint?
My first modeling... Was it CIE?
I think it was CIE.
Yes, it was a CIE modeling show.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one is not within the Filipino community, and I was able to be a part of that because my mom had found it on social media, and she was just like, just go to the casting, see what happens.
It looks glamorous, but it really is hard work.
Oh, It's a lot of work.
Explain it to our audience. Because ang nakikita na lang nila is a shiny object eh. Di ba?
That's true.
Pag nakikita na nila yung stills or yung photographs or yung billboards or kung anong posters, hindi nila alam yung weight, yung everything, yung fasting that goes. Can you explain everything?
Yeah, actually, I don't. I feel like that's a common misconception is that like we have to diet.
O sa una lang yan. But talk to me when you're 29. Ha?
But
Pero,
yeah,
you
no,
know what?
I eat like
Teka, sandali. Alam mo, AJ, in the future, I hope you're watching this. Ilagay mo sa comment dito sa episode na to kung hindi ka pa rin nagpa-fasting, okay?
But yeah, I mean, currently I'm not. But AJ in the future, I don't know. I don't know, man. You gotta
Di
keep
ba?
up with the time.
Exactly. Okay. So 19, hindi ka nagpa-fasting. But what goes on sa behind the scene before the shoot?
So before even going to that, I had to get something called a comp card done. And I didn't know what that was
What is it?
until...
I don't know what it is.
A comp card is basically a business card for models. And so, you know how a normal business card, it has your picture and then your information. It's basically the same thing, but this one is like almost portfolio. So that the designer or the producers of a show can see beforehand, okay, this is what you look like on paper and this is what you look like in real life. And so we had to go get those done. And yeah, and I think the thing about modeling is that you're gonna have to be comfortable with the idea of uncertainty.
Expound on that. That's so nice. I want... Expound.
Yeah, because there's gonna be a billion shows. And the thing is that you're not guaranteed to walk or be a part of all shows. So you have to go there and just really just always give your best effort from the get. And it doesn't matter like, okay, you had a long day, this is this. You have one shot. And like you have one chance. And that's the thing is that it's set up where there's just like a table.
Wow.
And then it's a panel of people. And then they're like, okay, walk. And then you just have to walk there. And then that's it. And I'm not even mentioning how long you have to wait to even get the opportunity to walk. Because there's how many models, you know?
So, oh, wow.
In LA. I think the most I've ever waited in was just like 500 people.
Now, when you say walk, there's a certain strut that you have to do.
Yeah, it's very different from pageantry.
It's not just walking.
No, it's very different from pageantry, which I did not know until like I did my first show.
Tell us how, oh my God. So, when they said walk.
When they said walk, like I was just like, okay. You know, and if you watch my video, it looks like I have like something stuck in my butt, you know? Yeah, like I'm very stiff because I'm also like nervous. It's nerve-wracking. You're walking individually in front of a line of people. And the thing is that they can't react.
Oh.
So they have to have a still face and they're kind of just looking at you and you see them writing and you never know.
So did you have to go to school for walking? Is there a walking school?
I did a kind of just like a crash course boot camp.
Is that what it's called? Walking school?
Modeling school.
Modeling school.
I think
Walking
modeling
school.
Walking school, I think that's different.
Okay, go. So, modeling school. So, crash course.
Yeah,
they
so
really
it was
teach you
only
how
like,
to walk.
Yes, because there's different styles. I didn't know that either until I took that crash course, which was only like 2 days. But within those 2 days, I learned so much about it.
Now, is the walking having to do with an internal mindset?
Persona.
Okay.
Persona and like, I feel like walking or modeling is also a form of acting. Because there's European style, there's New York, there's LA, and there's like just
May ganon, ha?
regular. Yeah. And I didn't know that existed until I took that boot camp.
So wait, is that something that like Kaylen, Kuya JJ, and myself can take?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Just to learn how to walk,
I'm pretty
diba?
sure.
Para ti Salva, nasa New York kami. New York walk.
And there's the New York walk. And then you might even get scouted by somebody doon there. And then they're going to be like, oh, walk for New York
So may
Fashion
ganon
Week.
talaga.
Yes.
And it builds confidence.
It does.
Visit abaeservices.com for fast medical transcription service. This podcast episode is brought to you by AB Music Creative.